Donald Trump's argument for why he needed to tear down the East Wing of the White House has gone through a lot of different phases. Originally said he wasn't gonna destroy it. Then he said he had to destroy it for like cost purposes, even though the cost of the project has more than tripled from earlier this year. But now he's got a totally new argument. Take a look.
This will be one of the greatest ballrooms in the world.
There was a report that Melania didn't love this idea. Is that true?
She loved her little tiny office, but you know what? She's very smart. In about one day, if you would ask her now, she says it's great. But just so you understand, the East Wing sounds good, right? It sounds good. But the East Wing, that building was renovated 20 times, including adding a floor to the top, which was terrible. It was out of common brick, little tiny windows. It looked like hell. It had nothing to do with the original building. And I didn't want to sacrifice a great ballroom for an okay ballroom by leaving it right smack in the middle.
Yeah, so he didn't want to, but again, so then why didn't you tell the people the truth? I mean, if that's the reason, why are you only telling us after it's too late and it's already been destroyed? Why did you lie? Why did you lie? And why did you lie about why you did it? The first, two lies. One, I'm not gonna do it. Then I did it because it was gonna cost too much to not do it. Now I don't like brick. I don't wanna have brick. What am I, a regular person? No, I want it to be gilded. I want it to be all marble. It has to be amazing and fabulous. I'm not gonna sacrifice a great ballroom for a good ballroom. It's a ballroom. People are struggling. We don't actually care that much about this. And honestly, coming out of this, Melania looks pretty good because evidently Melania was happy with her little tiny office, as he says, which I don't even really believe that. I don't think she was ever really in that office or in that building. I think that she's living completely alone in Florida, but just constant lies, Jackson. And it's one of the reasons, by the way, we'll get to. It just makes me so mad that they caved on the shutdown because Donald Trump this is the two things he's doing. Denying the economic struggle that regular people are experiencing, and then talking about how he needs to have amazing, luxurious surroundings. And I just think that makes him look so utterly out of touch. I think the Democrats are very lucky to have that 1-2 punch. What do you think?
Out of touch and completely out of his mind. I mean, it wasn't that long ago he was saying like, well, technically I can't run a third time, but he's not acting like he won't try to do that. And why wouldn't someone like him attempt to stay in office? He's already done it. And his entire administration is gonna be looking at going to prison when as soon as this second term is over. So,
that's what Steve Bannon said.
Yeah, I mean, and they know it because pretty much everything that they're doing is illegal. But it also just goes to show one of the things how disconnected he is like who the hell goes to balls? Like, people go to the club or to a bar, maybe a lounge, you might have a dance and they call it the ball, but the ballroom, like what? Like that is such high society. I was born in 1943. It's just and again, he flaunts it like the country's gonna be so proud of him because this is so cool, and he's just completely out of his mind. He really is.
Yeah, look, if we were in boob times and everybody was doing maybe amazingly, maybe we would look to a fabulous White House and be like, oh, it's a symbol of our time. But now it is a symbol of our time. It's of how disconnected the elites are and how much income inequality there is. It doesn't look good. We don't want Great Gatsby right now. We want help. We don't want 50, 70, 90-year mortgages while you're spending $300 billion or $300 million on your ballroom. It's so disconnected. But keep talking about it. Keep going on Fox News and reminding people of what your actual priorities are.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's actually switch it up. We're gonna move ahead to our final topic on this because I think it's a nice counterpoint to that, and it's again, I guess, a good point from Laura Ingraham. So let's jump now to this. Fox News, you might recall, gave the Patriot Award to Melania Trump or something. But I actually think that after her interview with Donald Trump, maybe Laura Ingraham should have gotten it, in particular for moments like this.
The one thing with gold,
why not?
You can't imitate gold, real gold. There's no paint that imitates gold.
So these aren't like from Home Depot or something?
No, this is not Home Depot stuff.
No, not stuff you buy.
This is not Home Depot.
Oh my God. Now look, it is possible that she's very dryly mocking the fact that people were talking about that. It's possible, but it really does feel like he's having to defend the ugliest Oval Office where she's like, I'm looking around and kind of looks like it could be Home Depot. Him having to say, no, it's not Home Depot.
I'm not
he's
poor.
Dying inside because he thinks it looks so cool, or else he at least thinks, isn't this what is supposed to look cool? But it doesn't. It doesn't, Donnie. It looks terrible. I was watching House of Dynamite on Netflix, I think it was. And Idris Elba is sitting in the Oval Office or whatever. And it was just such a breath of fresh air. It just looked like a classy room. And then you see that thing and it looks like, I don't know, like Great Gatsby crossed with, I don't know, Home Goods or something. Like, why does every inch of wall space need to be covered with some strange design, Jackson? What do you think?
Yeah, and it's like, it's not even real designs. It's just white and gold, just gold gaudiness. This looks like, you in like some 15th or 16th century French palace. You go, if you ever go to Europe and go into the old, like cathedrals and castles and these just huge gaudy displays of wealth. That's what this is. And again, this isn't even like, think about how high society that really is. Like, it doesn't get more elite than that. Like, this isn't like, oh, I'm pulling up in a Ferrari type of deal. This is like, I'm pulling up in a horse carriage drawn Rolls Royce like type of deal. Like, this dude it just lived in his entire life in complete decadent wealth. And he's just, like, I want to take you on a tour of the Death Star. Over here we have button that we destroyed the Dagobah system. And then over there we got our eyes on Naboo. Like, he just, like, what the hell is going on? But at the end of the day,
alone.
He's a reality show president. And so of course this is what he's doing, but it's amazing.
What's amazing to me is that, like, you're right, he's lived in decadence and wealth for so long, and I don't want it. Like, nothing about his life really, other than the fact that he can play golf every weekend. Am I jealous for it? I would not want my room to look like that. We should do that. We should just reform our studio here and just put tacky ass gold on it. It wouldn't look good. Nobody would actually want it.
No.
Him and Elon Musk are doing so much better of a job than I ever can, convincing everyone that being a billionaire actually blows. It's not cool, it's not admirable at all. It's just lame and tacky. And he keeps trying so hard to convince us otherwise. He posted this on True Social saying it's the highest quality 24 karat gold. Everyone freaks out when they see the quality and beauty. No, they don't, man.
So ugly.
No, nobody likes it. Gold, can we just, look, feel free to disagree. Gold isn't good looking. Who looks at C-3PO and is like, oh, so fancy? No, it looks tacky. Everybody looks at R2-D2 and like, that's modern. That's what I want. Nobody wants to be covered in gold. It sucks, man. It sucks.
And it looks like something that you would find in like a 98-year-old Italian woman's house or something like that. Like my old grandma, Big Mama, going into her house and it's just like, oh man, like plastic covering all the furniture type of deal with the fine china in the cabinet. Like, it's so tacky. It's just tacky.
It's just tacky, and it's disconnected. People are actually struggling, and he's like, look at my gold, look at my marble. It's pathetic.